Hi guys, and welcome to your February Q&A coaching video tip, and this month's tip comes from Fiona in London, and Fiona writes, I'm stuck in a job I find really boring and the prospect of another year doing the same unfulfilling work just fills me with dread. But I have no idea what I want to do. How do I decide? Is there some kind of life purpose that I need to find? I love this question. The majority of people that come to me for help with coaching, it's all around finding meaning and purpose and career transition. So this is just right up my street, this question. And to answer your question, the first thing I would like to say is it's so important to create your career blueprint. So often when we're unhappy at work, we get straight on the job sites, we start looking at jobs, we start applying, going for interviews, without really considering, who am I, what's important to me, what do I really want? So creating your career blueprint is so important. So what is a career blueprint? The first thing I do when I'm working with a client looking to make a career shift is to get them to think about what their core values are, but also look at things like their interests, their passions, their likes and dislikes with all the jobs that they've ever had. So building up a picture of who you are, and this will really help you to understand what you're looking for, what's going to make your heart sing, what's going to make you tick, and it will give you greater clarity about which direction you want to go in. So make sure that you sit down and take some time to create your career blueprint. The next step is to get your ideas out of your head and onto paper. So it's about getting your ideas down on paper. However radical they are, however pie in the sky they are, however logical they are, get them on paper, out of your head. It makes such a difference to do this. And a great question I'd like to throw at you is, if you were 18 again, what would you do differently? What would you like to do? So if you were 18 again, what would you do? What would you love to do? Great question to get you thinking. So the next step, ideas down on paper. The third step in the process, once your ideas are down on paper, is then to weigh up each idea up against your blueprint. Look at your blueprint, look at your ideas, see which ones are the best fit, see which ones tick the boxes. And by this point you should have crossed a few off, and you should have some key contenders that you're really kind of thinking, these could be good. And then it's time to start researching each of your ideas and basically looking at things like training. You know, what would it take? What training would be required? How much can I earn from each of these possible careers? So it's about doing some basic research on each of your career options. The fourth step is about getting your hands dirty. And the best way to know what a job is really like is to talk to somebody that's already doing that job. So to find somebody already in that industry, have a conversation with them, drop them an email, and better still is to try and get some shadowing work, even for an hour or a day or even a week would be fabulous. Some work experience where you can try on that job and see if it fits you. There's no better way to know whether it's the right path to get your hands dirty. And the final step is about then creating your plan of action, creating your transition from the old to the new. So that might be about saving, creating a safety net. It might be about training. It might be getting some hands-on work experience. But the final stage is about creating your plan of action so you can have a smooth transition from the old into the new. I hope that answers your question, and I really do wish you a smooth transition into your new career. If you haven't joined the Game of Life Club yet, then please make sure you do, because you'll get loads of free coaching exercises, tools and tips throughout the year. To join the list, just visit thegameoflife.co.uk. I'm Louise, life coach and author and founder of The Game of Life. .co.uk. See you next month.